The disorienting effects of the Leiden University Library are a common point of discussion amongst newcomers. The mirrored structure, identical passages, and symmetrical construction result in confusion when navigating through the corridors. This confusion is a result of a conflict within our cognitive processes of orientation between our experience of patterns and the ability to remember individual instances of symmetrical repetitions.
Cognitive psychology professor Michael Layton makes a distinction between conventional geometry and his new system of geometry. Conventional geometry defines a geometric object as invariant or unchanged under some chosen system of transformation, such as translation, rotation, or reflection. Any chosen system of transformation would maintain the geometric shape. Properties that remain unchanged under the movement of a shape make it impossible to infer that a movement has taken place. Thus, unchanged features or invariants cannot act as memory stores. A memory store is an object from which one can recover information about the past, in which case the conventional foundations of geometry and thus of symmetrical architecture are concerned with minimizing memory storage. Every feature of the world is a memory store. Memory retrieval is viewed as a process of inference through the forensic evidence of objects. The mind runs time backwards from objects, and the perception of asymmetries, i.e., differences or distinguishabilities in these objects, are used as a tool for memory retrieval. Architectural foundations based on symmetry are therefore based on minimized memory storage. The consequence of this is that the computational processes of the human mind cannot be carried out. The mind creates itself by reading and writing the environment as maximal memory storage, and memory is not stored with the perception of symmetries. The symmetrical construction of the library then minimizes distinguishabilities by the mind for the purpose of memory retrieval and thus results in disorientation.
Ernst Gombrich identifies two basic problems every organism needs to solve in order to survive in its environment, answering the questions of what and where. The organism needs to identify what the objects in its environment mean and locate these objects and itself within this environment. Our spatial orientation, which governs our movement, is based not on our intrinsic knowledge but on the assumption that previously encountered objects will remain at the point of encounter. A change of direction would therefore not bring the organism into collision with the same object or obstacle, or so it's assumed. The organism comes to expect a sense of regularity, which underlies what Gombrich refers to as the sense of order. The lack of asymmetries in the environment of the library, which have failed to register due to their nature as indistinguishabilities, according to Layton, are instead registered as disturbances to our system, according to Gombrich.
Another interesting aspect that the library presents is its patterns. Alfred Gell states that patterns are difficult to grasp due to their multiplicity and mathematical basis, which slow or even halt our perception. They are presented to our minds as unfinished business. It's interesting then to analyze the cognitive significance of the maze pattern. Legends say that the Cretan maze was created by the craftsman Daedalus, and he based it off the design of a maze that led to the underworld. But the Cretan labyrinth is not really a maze because it does not have any branching passageway, and so it poses no navigational problems. It simply evokes the idea of a navigational problem without actually offering one. The problem is one of distance and the continuum. The structure of the library then evokes the sense of the maze pattern due to the number of identical rooms and passageways. Patterns can present cognitive obstacles, as in that one knows that there is a way through the maze by the simple application of connecting up lines and points, but one cannot see one's way through the maze except by attentively tracing out its whole course. Gell points out that this may help us explain why mazes are associated with the passage between the worlds of the living and the dead. These worlds are close together yet far apart, separated by an impassable frontier.